Assalamualaikum, selamat sejahtera. Today I would like to talk about the development of unmanned aircraft system in Europe. And recently in 2019, EU has published a law on the operation of the unmanned aircraft system. So there has a law and they have categorized the operation of the unmanned aircraft system into several categories. Let's look at that. Let's look at that development because we may also going through that process in near future. Mean that our experience is whatever happened in Europe, and it could be also be adapted by our authority. So they have passed the operation of unmanned aircraft system in 2019. And then what is their policy? Their policy says that unmanned aircraft system operate at similar airspace. So they accepted that. So they decided that will be the decision. They can operate at similar airspace with the manned aircraft. And then because it can be operated at a similar airspace, so what the second policy is, shall be safe as manned aircraft should be safe. So similar airspace should be safe as manned aircraft. Then because of that, it must meet the requirement. Must meet requirements related to 1. Air worthiness, organization, person involved in the operation should be treated similar to the person, organization involved in manned aircraft. So this is aligned with the ICAO. ICAO has been recognizing the unmanned aircraft is similar to manned aircraft because they envisage that unmanned aircraft will be operating in similar airspace. So should not be treated differently because they can fly next to another, for example 747, 737 or 787. So that's why it must meet the requirement, the airworthiness requirement, the operation and the person involved should also be treated similar to the manned aircraft. So the rule, therefore, the rule and regulation must be proportionate. Mean that we cannot apply for what we have unmanned aircraft, because obviously this aircraft does not carry passenger, so the risk is not as similar to when you fly a passenger aircraft. However, this aircraft may hit another passenger jet aircraft, may cause catastrophic failure. So however, it must be proportionate, because the way how this aircraft operate is not the same as another manned aircraft. So it must be proportionate. So what we need to look at in this regulation, we look at the operation. What are the operations or activities? And then we look at the characteristic of the aircraft. And then area of operation. Which is population. Density. Okay. Surface. Hilly, mountain. So those are the area we have to look at. In order for us to look at this proportionate regulation to the manned aircraft, we have to look at the operation activity of the unmanned aircraft, characteristic of the unmanned aircraft, area of operation. So these three things will be the parameters for determining the rule and regulations of the unmanned aircraft. So therefore, EASA has established three operational categories: open, specific, and certified. So establish three operational categories: open, specific, and certified. So for the and then these three categories will be based on the level of risk. So EASA has determined three categories of operation: open, specific, and the last one is, the third one is certified. So open is the lowest risk. And specific is higher risk. And obviously this is even higher. So open, specific, lowest risk. You may not require approval. You could be just a hobby flying. Higher risk, you may doing some activity. And for this area specific, so you have to conduct a thorough risk assessment. Okay, so open, you don't have to conduct thorough risk assessment, but still you need to do some risk analysis. But for the specific, you have to do a thorough risk assessment. Then you go to certified. If you go to certified, it's just like any aircraft. So it has to be certified for the vehicle, airworthiness of the vehicle. You must certify the pilot, and then you must certify the operators. So it's just similar. You have to have some kind of certificate of airworthiness, or permit to fly. The pilot should have remote pilot license. Operator should have something like AOC, approval to operate the unmanned aircraft. So now that is what happened in Europe. So Europe has published regulation which consider unmanned aircraft system can operate in similar airspace as manned aircraft, and therefore it should be safe as manned aircraft. Then must meet the requirement related to airworthiness and organization and operation, and the person must be treated similar to the manned aircraft as per IQ already has made a stand that the unmanned aircraft is similar to the manned aircraft. Then now when it comes to rule and regulation, so we can't really impose the same rule as manned aircraft because manned aircraft is carry passengers and they go at high altitude. However, the law and regulation must be proportionate to the manned aircraft in terms of operation activity, in terms of characteristic of the aircraft itself, in terms of the area operation. So it is the population density and the surface where you operate the aircraft. Then the EU has established 3 categories of operation: open, specific and certified. So open is the lowest risk, specific is higher risk, which we need to do a thorough risk assessment, and certified is just like any other aircraft. You must certify the vehicle, you must certify the pilot to be remote pilot, and you also need to certify the operator. So that is what happened in Europe, and we may have the same approach or in Malaysia soon. So however, this is just information, and I'm not talking in any relation to the CAM position, but what I'm trying to say here is this is what's happening in Europe, and if this will be adopted and adapted in Malaysia, we have to be prepared of these 3 category of operation: open, specific and certified. And my interest will be to coach on risk assessment, thorough risk assessment, and also on the certification of the unmanned aircraft system. If you need more information, you can call me 012-359-1245, and you can email me Abu Hanifah, abuhanifah@unicare.edu.my, which will provide the proper training for the industry on risk assessment and also certification of the unmanned aircraft under our advanced continuing education section. Thank you.